Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Dominion 6. Last time we did M.A. Machaca, Reign of Sorcerers, and we did use quite a lot of magic in that one, as well as giant spiders and a big wooden statue thing that couldn't die and killed everything that was sent towards him. So that was all fun. But we're going to move on to another nation. Let's see what we get. 225. It's high up. It's very high up. And that is going to be E.A. Lagos Fuinle. This is a very new one. Like, this was just added. This might be the most recent mod on the thing. That's the second most recent mod on the workshop currently. And it's actually a port from Dominions 4, so it's not actually really new. And it's based on the novel Watership Down. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. So we're gonna enable. This is, what was this? E.A. Lagos. E.A. Lagos Fuinle. Very interesting name. Let's play on. You know, I'm always tempted and drawn back to Valanus and Dawn of Dominions, but I feel like we've done them a lot. Let's do Pelawir. I think this is Mang's LP's 69. Should have been Slanesh. Okay. Pelawir is 129, so I think we could live with just 6 and call it a day. I think that's a reasonable number. Probably what we normally do, isn't it? Yeah, it's about 20 provinces per player, so it's about a large map. And we are going to be Lagos Fuinle. And here they are. Frith's first blessing gave the Lapine people powerful legs, sharp senses, and the cunning to evade their enemies. The Thousand with their sharp teeth and tearing claws. This gift is no longer enough now that the coming war among the would-be gods of the nations of men and their ilk threaten to scour the landscape. Frith, ever wise, has granted his people a second blessing. He has strengthened their hearts and made their bodies like those of men, able to fight and slay their enemies. And so it is, Fuinle, the time after the moonrise of the world and in the darkness of the Ascension Wars, the Lapine people arise. Yay, bunnies. So we are a race of rabbit men. We prefer moderate climates. Stealthy military, fast and agile light infantry with poor individual morale and low strength, but high-quality sacreds. No ranged weapons except javelins. We have versatile magic, though, with moderate access to nature, earth, astral, fire, and glamour. Minor access to water via unreliable mages. Great, that sounds like insane. Some powerful blood and death options, but no reliable inherent access to those paths. Or it could mean unreliable due to it being a small % chance. Moderate priests, but expensive priest mages. Growth limit +1, luck limit +1. Standard forts, our temples cost 400, and our labs cost 400. Nice. Always nice to see that. Alright, we have a Outlaw Captain. 50 leadership and stealthy 45 with dark vision 50. +1 inspirational. Seer. 1 astral, 1 holy. 20% for another astral, 20% for an earth. With fortune teller 5. Also stealthy. Dark vision 50, huh? So dark vision 50, and we have access to fire and astral, which probably means we're going to be casting, what's that one? Solar Brilliance or whatever? Or no, not Solar Brilliance. Solar Eclipse, that's it. So yeah, Solar Eclipse, 3 fire, 1 astral, 1 fire gem, causes darkness across the whole field. -3 attack, defense, precision for those without dark vision. Now, so we're 50% less affected by darkness? How does that work? Let's see. 50, 100%. Is a percent decrease to these penalties? Is it rounded up? Is it rounded down? No clue, really. I feel like there's probably a blanket rule somewhere where it's all you always round down. It's probably a blanket rule somewhere. Mostly penalties round down. Protection, stacking, dark vision, fatigue, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we would round down the penalty? Okay, so that's good for us. So it would be 1.5 dark penalty, and we'd round that down to -1 penalty. Yes? So yeah, solar eclipse is good for us. Trickster. 2 nature, 1 glamour, 1 holy. And then another earth nature glamour, 10% for another one. So we could have 3 nature guys, 2 glamour guys, nature earth guys. Possibly even 4 nature or 3 nature, 1, you know, all sorts of stuff. But 3 nature, or 2 nature and 1 earth. You know, you can always have a gem generator to cast Strength of Gaia and then have 3 nature. They're glamored up. They can shape change into a charming rabbit. And they have Beastmaster +2. Lapine Listener, Glamour 1. That's it. 25 fucking gold. Jesus. And this is this cap only or fort? This is fort only. Yeah, so, I mean, hard to say. But, then again, with Twilight, they would all be at 2. And, I don't know, we might see a bigger Glamour caster here. I mean, these guys can be a Glamour 2 and then can upcast into Twilight. So maybe not entirely useless. And for that price, I mean, my goodness. Storyteller. 1 nature, 1 holy, 10% chance for a Glamour. They're inspirational +1, though, which is fine, I guess. Or whatever you'd want them to lead. They seem like a military commander, but that's some shitty numbers. Priest of Frith. Here you go, big boy. 420 Blaze It. 2 fire, 1 earth, 2 nature, 1 glamour, 2 holy. Then another air or glamour. Oh, 50% for a nature glamour, 50% for fire earth. Jeez, these are big spellcasters. So pretty reasonably likely that we'll have some that are 2 glamour, 1 air. Meaning Wailing Winds is not that far off. Ephrafan Officers. 100 leadership, stealthy, castle defense, siege bonus, patrol bonus, inspirational +1. Yeah, obviously that's our military commander. Good. Priest of Inlay, cap only. 2 air, 1 earth, 2 astral, 1 glamour, 1 holy, another air nature glamour, another earth astral glamour. There's Wailing Winds. Ready to go. I mean, not quite ready to go. He's got to get a little bit lucky with glamour, but communions. And, you know, you just make some of these guys for dirt cheap, and they can join up with a communion and good to go. Probably die from the fatigue, but still. And then Hlessil Poet, non-fort provinces. Water 1, Earth 1, Holy 1, 50% for another water or earth. Insane 10, I hate it. And a heretic, and unhindered researcher, and uninspiring 2. These things are pretty shitty. Depends how much you gotta have water. I mean, you might make one or something like that to make frost brands, but I mean, it's nice to have access to it. But you'd have to just throw down a lab in a non-fort province. Units! We have Lapine Militia. So they are stealthy, but they're undisciplined. They got spears. They do have armor and shields, but no helmets. And they're, you know, the usual militia. I don't know if we've ever... I'm sure we've made some type of unit that had militia in the name, but it's rare. Spearman. Well, we make those sometimes. 8 hit points, 5 protection, 14 defense. Pretty fast moving because they're rabbits, which makes sense. But yeah, low morale. And they get javelins, spears, shields, no helms. Yeah. Skirmisher, without the skirmisher trait, which always annoys me. They get nets, they got spears, no shields, 5 protection, 8 hit points. Youch, 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 youch. A Longbladesman. 5 protection, no shields, no helm. It's really a tough sell. I mean, bark skin, I suppose, since we will have access to quite a bit of nature. Or do we? I don't want to overstate the word quite a bit. Half of these guys will have nature 3. With strength of Gaia, they'll be at nature 4 pretty easily. And so then that's, what, Oaken Army? Yep. 4 nature. 3 gems. So Cornucopia and the Fairy in a Bottle is a pretty easy combo. So we just get to Alteration 7, and every single one of our units will have +7 natural protection. Meaning that these guys will be at 7 natural protection, which is going to be 7 on their head, which is still not great. And then on the body, I think it works out pretty well as additive. It's going to be close to like 13 or 14. It helps, especially with the dark vision, if we can constantly in every battle cast Solar Eclipse. But still, it's a little iffy. That 8 hit points is rough. Outlaw Swordsman. Okay. Now we're getting there. 9 hit points. Average in a lot of places, including morale, which is a good thing, because the other ones were not great. 12 MR, 11 protection, 16 defense with some 5 parry shields, 15 protection. Which means that on most hits they're going to actually take, they will have, say, 25 or 30 protection. So that's pretty nice. Not to be underestimated. They do get javelins, 12 piercing, and short swords, 15 slashing piercing. We're getting close to a standard frontliner. If I didn't have anything better than this, I would say it's alright, especially with Oaken Army. Let's see what we got. So, we got Ephrafen Auslafa. We're limited to 12 a turn, and we have to have an Esrafan officer in the province to get them, which is kind of obnoxious. But they are formation fighters, so 4 to a square, 11 protection, 15 defense. Mostly the same, but 11 morale instead of 10. They have a patrol bonus. They get the javelins, they get spears, and they have the parry 5 shields. So, yeah, by and large, better than the swordsman, but we are limited to a specific situation and number. Esrafan Warrior, even more limited. 3 per turn. They do have standards, so they +1 morale to the squad. That's nice. And they're formation fighter as well. But they have parry 4 shield instead of 5. 15 defense. And not really much protect. You'd think these guys might be better protected. For such a small limit, it's kind of hard to say, but you're mostly going to want to have at least one or a few just for that +1 morale to the squad is pretty nice. But I think we're still looking at these guys mostly in large numbers, because that javelin sort of spam is powerful. Sun Warrior. Alright, a sacred. Somewhat reasonably priced across the board. Nothing too unequal there. 10 hit points only. 12 protection, 15 defense, 13 MR, 12 morale, 13 speed. It's all not super exceptional for a sacred infantry. You got the parry 4 shields. Not, you know, amazing armor or anything. They have a golden sword, 13 attack, 18 magical slashing damage, and a javelin, which is not magical. They have animal awe 1, which is fine. I mean, you do encounter quite a bit of animals when fighting independents and stuff. It really is situational. And they're bodyguard 2, but of course they're sacred, so they can be improved. Are they worth going much of a bless on? Probably not. But it's also like, you know, if you get, you're going to get a little bit of a bless no matter what, right? You're going to get some kind of bless. And so throwing them an extra, like, blood surge, or just an extra, like, 2 defense, or something like that, or blur, or even heroism, or even just like enchanted blood plus undying or something. Yeah, any small little non-incarnate bless is just gonna kind of make them your best troops. Not by a major margin or anything, but it's like, why wouldn't you make them, you know? They're not that costly or anything, and you have just, you know, your holy points every round in your capital or whatever. These aren't even cap only, actually. So you could get a lot of these guys. And then Moon Warrior, cap only, so they are cap only. They're glamored, so that's good. They automatically get mirror image. They have the standard bearer thing. They have the formation fighter, so 4 to a square. Beyond that, nothing amazing. They are spear users, magic piercing spears instead, with a high attack value. Is pretty good for repelling. They lose the animal awe though, and the rest of their stats aren't really phenomenal. They will be solid, I suppose. I probably would pick them over the other one, but not by a major margin. And these you can make outside of your capital. So I could see, honestly, just using Sacreds, especially because they all get the javelins anyways. You know, it would be, but remember you have cheaper temples, so you just build Moon Warriors for a while, a lot of Moon Warriors every turn, and then you get a fort set up with a temple, and you start just making Sun Warriors out of there. Yeah, it could work. It could work. Otherwise, I'd lean towards these swordsmen, is my impression. We have no archers or anything, and we really don't have much in the way of flankers that I would be comfortable throwing into battle. So we'll have to look at the summons. Otherwise, it's just going to be down to magic. And again, remember that our dark vision, we are going to want to exploit that in basically every battle we can. Which is easier said than done, of course, because we'll need to get Alteration 5 and Construction 3 before we can get that online, really. I mean, we don't need the gem generators, but, I mean, come on. If we're going to want to use it every battle, yeah. We get 2 Earth Gems per turn, 2 Nature, 1 Astral, 1 Glamour. And we have a lot of summons. Holy shit, we get giant giraffes that don't have trample. What the fuck? But they are sacred. That's wild. Alright, I think it's easier if I look at the spell list and then see stuff. Alright, so summon rabbits. We get 13 rabbits for 1 gem. Requires 1 nature. And it has to be performed in a farm or woodland province. Why wouldn't you put that text in here? Because as far as I'm concerned, this is... I don't know. Okay, so rabbits. It's not going to be very good. 2 hit points. Size 1. 13 defense. 0 protection, of course. 6 morale. They have a weak bite for 2 slashing damage. 5 attack. I mean, it's just what buffs would you really be able to cast that would make this like, holy shit, my army of rabbits? I mean, Oaken Army, yes, we'll give them a decent amount of protection, but they still have 2 hit points. So you would need like, even Gift of Health as a global enchantment is just going to bump them up to 3 or 4, I guess. And then the damage, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I mean, there's the one where they, it becomes armor piercing, right? The sharp weapons of sharpness or whatever. So it deals armor piercing damage instead. There's the one that stuns, but I'm pretty sure that's not... I don't remember what it's even called. But yeah, I don't think that applies to slashing. I don't know. I don't know why you would make these. I'm not quite certain. I guess you could give them like a dread aura or something, but it's just... You're just memeing. It's memes, that's all. Let your memes be dreams, is what I would say. Call Great Gull Commander. And you can send 35 seabirds to a province. Or you can get 22 rabbits in combat. Okay, that is a little bit more sensible to me, actually, because you think about the harassment penalty of enemies just getting attacked over and over and over, or getting distracted and you know, things like that. Yes, and battle summons do not count at all for the HP routing rule. Which means you can summon 1,000 rabbits, and if they all die, it doesn't affect your army's morale whatsoever. So that's why this is way better than the other one of actually bringing the rabbits into battle. It requires 2 nature. You get 22 plus of them, 5 extra for every... So a 7 nature guy, like our big pretender or something, is gonna get... Oh my god. 47 rabbits with each spellcast, and it'll cost like no fatigue whatsoever. So as long as he has, like, it's just funny. I almost want to just make it happen just to see. But let's look at the Great Gull. Ooh, badass. So this is a commander? No, this is a unit. You said it was a commander. Actually, I'm not really sure, to be honest. It doesn't have leadership stats, and it doesn't have equipment slot, or gem slot, so this seems like a unit. But I've never seen a unit that has Dominion Monster Summoner. So... not sure, but maybe. It's a Sacred Giant Bird, 32 hit points, 3 protection, 11 defense, 8 MR, 14 morale, 7 speed, but it's flying. Control bonus, Beastmaster +1, but no leadership, so I'm really confused. Yeah, it's got 24 map move and flying, so... yeah, and then the Seagull. Again, I mean, what do you really expect? They are a lot better than the rabbits. They are sacred for one, which is surprising. 9 slashing on the dive attack, 6 piercing on the talons. But still, yeah. Infect plague bearers. Infects a group of man captives with an altered form of the white blindness, a terrible plague that normally only affects Lapine. Rabid and filled with a longing to be reunited with and embrace their own kind. Set against the enemy in battle, they will eagerly rush the ranks of enemy soldiers, spreading the disease among them. So 3 death gems gives you 13 plus plague bearers. Seven nature gems gets you 3 neck beast. And 2 nature gem gets you 13 jackalopes. Let's look at all these things. Okay, so the neck beast is the giraffe. So it's a giant sacred giraffe, 225 blunt damage hoof attacks. And we get 2 of these for 7, I think I said. I mean, with a good bless, maybe? Hard to say. It is pretty high damage, but it's hard to say. The plague bearers carry deadly disease, will spread to nearby units. They're undisciplined. They're slaves with 18 morale already. They have a touch of leprosy. I just no. This is fucking horrible. Oh my god. And then the jackalope. It is a sacred rabbit. Look at it! Look at it! Goodness. 5 hit points. Size 2, protection 2, 13 defense, 8 MR, 9 morale. 22 combat speed, though, man. Racing across the battlefield. Dealing 7 blunt pierce with their small antlers. And they got a charge bonus. I'm gonna do a meme, aren't I? I'm gonna make a fucking meme build here. Where we just pick a bless entirely for our jackalopes. I'm thinking like solar weapons, Stygian flesh, Undyne, an enchanted blood or something. That's basically what I'm thinking. We may end up going dormant for a bless and tanking scales a bit just for jackalopes. I know I said we would just do sacreds, but that's always the more boring option. We're getting to the point where we do meme builds sometimes. Plague Messenger summons 15 plus plague bearers in a province. Now that's maybe a bit more effective. That's pretty wild. And it's anonymous. Yeah, fucking anonymous. Oh, who sent me these guys that were infected with this rabbit disease? It couldn't have been the Rabbit Nation, right? It's like that, I wish you would leave sketch with the hot dog car and stuff. It's like, who could have done this? Hall of the Noodalulu. 16 nature gem gets you 6 plus neck beasts. Now, a meme bless for the jackalopes would not be necessarily the best choice for the neck beasts. So we're kind of picking here, but I don't know if the giraffes are as memey as the jackalopes. Dreadhounds, combat spell. 7 plus effects, 1 nature gem summons Dreadhounds. Also, Dogs in the Woods. Summons 7 plus Dreadhounds in a distant province. So it's just like a remote attack you can do. Anonymous, again. Who could have done this? Plague Dogs. Same thing, but then they're fucking diseased. Okay, let's look at these hounds. Dread Hounds. Dread 5 is pretty awesome. They're Berserker +2. Undisciplined. 19 slashing damage bites. 28 hit points. Only 2 protection, though, so they're definitely flankers. But, you know, as a combat summon, that's probably how it's going to go anyways. But 24 combat speed is wild. But yeah, that's a very specific thing. You cannot summon these outside of battle just, like, to carry into battle. You can't make them as units. They're either a combat summon or they're, like, a targeted attack on a province. Because then they always go away afterwards. I think they are pretty powerful. That's probably something we're going to want. But the Plague Hound is a remote attack that probably doesn't have much value to us. They are really nasty, but it's more a thing to piss off a player rather than the AI. Okay. A lot of national spells. Here you go. White Blindness. 2 nature, 1 death, 3 area effect, 5 plus effects. That's a lot of effects. 5 precision. 1 nature gem. Magic resistance negates, doesn't affect friendly, and it fucking blinds them. Good God. Somewhat short range. So as far as scripting is concerned, you know, you got to put it towards the end of your script. But once they're all bunched up in the middle and the last thing you throw out is white blindness, Jesus. It's not even easy a negate. It's just a normal negate. So most troops, like the majority of average militia-style troops with like 10 MR, are going to be blinded by this. And none of your units will be blinded. That is crazy good. Number of effects increased by 2 for every extra level you have. Good lord. Yeah, that's a very good spell. I mean, it does cost a nature gem, but I would bring along a cornucopia on like 5 mages just to cast that. And basically just end every fight. And then against a player, even if they get routed and survive, like most of the troops are going to be blinded. Crazy. Do we get any fun, unique items? Actually, I think there is a way to just show... Yeah, tab will show national items. Usually I can just tell, but there you go. Lucky Man's Foot Charm. Of course. Morale +1, Precision +1, Affliction Resistance 30, and Luck. Cost 5 Blood Slaves. That's excellent. This is a very fun thematic nation. This is great. Gull's Feather Token. You get a retinue of 4 seagulls. Okay. That's not bad, especially if you're going to do blood hunting or something. That's nice to have. And Iridescent Moonstone. You get Invocation of Tharn as a spell. Range 30+, 1 area effect, 2+ number effects, 15 precision, 30 fatigue. Frighten 5. Doesn't affect friendly. Wow. So it's like just despair spam, really. And it has an extra paralyze that doesn't affect friendly. Good lord. And you get +4 research, and +1 MR, and +2 precision, and 100 dark vision for 5 astral pearls and 5 earth gems. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, seems like probably about it. Yeah, still, it's enough. Enchantment, you get Obscuring Mists, 2 astral, 1 holy. The Battle Enchantment. So it casts Mists for 1 astral pearl. I think if we go to Alteration, we'll see Mist. Yeah, but it's this spell. Makes it difficult to see far, prevents any cloud effects from dissipating properly. Mist will limit the precision of all spells and missiles. Let me find a more specific description of what that does. It does something with vision. In combination with Storm or on its own, spell pushes precision into the nether regions. If you're relying on melee attacks and your opponent is relying on ranged ones, Mist will only help you. Anytime someone is spamming evocations, this low-cost alternative will combine with line formation to make their evocations mostly miss. Okay, it doesn't really give me specifics of what it does. I don't know why that's so hard to find out. But, yeah, it seems like something we'd want. Obviously, we have no ranged weapons. And our spells, a lot of our stuff doesn't affect friendlies. So, yeah, I mean, we're probably going to want to cast this every turn. Requires 1 astral pearl. Right? Yeah, one astral pearl, which is a little annoying to get. Yeah, I don't remember. Fuck. Astral gems. Astral gems. Right, there's a clam of pearls, which is 1 water, 1 nature. And that gives you 2 astral pearls. There's the bowl from the mod, but it causes your guy to get diseased. And then there's the staff of the one god. That's at construction 7. So we try to make clam of pearls. But you have to have water and nature, and I don't think that's available to us easily. No, he can't get nature, and no one else can get water. So we'd have to find like an indie mage to do it, and those are pretty darn rare. Or we'd have to get a pretender with water and nature just to make those. But it is something we probably want. Because otherwise it's getting diseased or going to construction 7. Alright, consecrate Seer Totem. They are mobile. Harrowing Mists of Inlay. Battle Enchantment. 3 Astral Pearls required. Send a thick, obscuring fog upon the battlefield, out of which phantasmal Lapine soldiers and beasts coalesce and join in the battle to aid the armies of Lagos. Okay. It's hard to say. I mean, I'd like to see it once, I guess. Call Owsla of Inlay. Summons Owsla of Inlay. Spectral beings have little power to physically harm the enemies of Lapine, but they can cause wounds of the mind, and their very presence incites terror. That's 2 astral, 1 holy. 1 extra effects. And it's 1 pearl. Invocation of Tharn. Yes, we already saw that. We know that's amazing. Extremely spammable. 1 astral, 1 holy. Who is our caster for that? Don't we have like a cheap... Yeah, these guys. Oh my god, these guys can all spam that. Like forever. It's obscene. It's obscene. Balance. Balance. Yeah, no gems. It is 30 fatigue, so they can't spam it forever, but my god. Dream Visitation of Inlay. 7 Astral Pearls. You basically just send an assassin. A dream assassin. We gotta try that. Retinue of Inlay. 4 astral, 1 death, 2 gems. Combat spell. Summons a bunch of them. Summons a bunch of shit. Okay. Blood magic. Oh boy. Haras. 10 blood slaves. You get 4 of them. Sylphlay of Blood. You get 5 blood warriors. And a demon. Kaharaja. You get a commander, 28 blood slaves, and you get 6 of the Kaharasara. All sounds pretty scary. And we get Lag Enchant of Courage. 1 holy, 1 nature. Range 2+. But area effect is 21+. So this is obviously right at the start of battle when you're all grouped together. 0 fatigue cost. Courage 1. So just easy +1 morale to everybody on top of everything else. Great. And nature 1, holy 1. I guess our tricksters can do that. Oh, our storytellers can all do that. Yeah, dirt cheap storytellers can all do that. So there's a reason for all these little shitty mages. Karahasaras. Alcata's shield bashes. That's crazy. I've never seen a shield bash before, but it's like, why not? Javelins. 12 protection, 15 defense, 18 hit points. Don't need to eat. They're sacred. 100 dark vision. Yeah, I mean, why not? Demons, 42 hit points and regen, 10%. They're insane, 20. Berserk +3. Pretty painful. Blood warriors. Yup. And the Auslav inlay. Oh man, Sacreds with Ethereal, Fear Aura, Formation Fighter, Spirit Sight, Phantasmal Weapon, 1 damage. False damage. Armor negating. Still, could do a lot, especially in large numbers, and they're hard to kill. The Seer Totem is 3 air, 2 astral, 2 death, 1 glamour, 2 holy, lot of stuff, but he's completely immobile. But he can teleport. No, he can't really teleport. This was a lot to take in. This took a long time, but there was a lot of fun stuff to go over. All right, well, I still am tempted, and I'm probably going to go with our meme Jackalope Bless. So like I said, I'm thinking maybe I guess probably Bark Skin instead of Stygian Flesh. I think Bark Skin is better for the most part. Solar weapons and like Undying. That was why I maybe said Stygian Flesh, because I was going to take Death instead of Nature. But with how many nature effects there are to like Herd of Rabbits, I want to have like 7 nature anyways and just see how it works. So look at this guy. Look at this guy with his cornucopia. It's funny stuff. Also, Lord of the Sun. So this is Frith, who we worship. This seems appropriate. Fire, Nature, Awe 3, Fire Resistant 50, Poison Resistant 15, Heat 15, Ethereal, Flying, Fire Shield 17, Armor Piercing, Recuperation, Supply Bonus, Spirit Sight, Disease Resistant. And he's got a Fire Flare AoE 1 attack. I wouldn't say he's like the best thug we've ever had, but as more of like a battle spellcaster, he'll be pretty mean. Okay. Lord of the Moon, Black Rabbit of Inlay, 1 astral, 1 or astral death, glamour, fear 5, ethereal, can shape change into Lord of the Moon. So like an archmage. And fly, he's got glamour, recuperation, spirit sight. Also pretty tempting. But like I said, we kind of want big nature. So there's a Lapine Arch Druid, Fire Nature, Barcaster, comes with a couple Auslas of Inlay at his side. Okay, so if we want to do Dormant, let's just look, because we need solar weapons as well, which is astral and fire. So fire is kind of good. Yeah, so this is probably what we're gonna want anyways. We gotta go all the way up to like 7 to get, or is it 6? 6 bark skin. There you go. And then we gotta get a little bit of this and a little bit of this to get solar weapons. That's already a pretty fun choice. Oh, Twist Fate could be really good. Oh yeah, Twist Fate would be good. There is one that gives luck, right? Is that under glamour? Yeah, luck would be insanely good. But that would be... we'd have to take quite the Hellbless for that. Quite the Hellbless for that. So I would lean more towards... Twist Fate. Because we are going to lose these things. Like, there's no preventing that. But yeah, I think Twist Fate could work with 6 Astral. And then maybe just attack. I don't think their attack is super high. It's only a 10. And we want them to land these hits with the solar weapons. So either dipping further into blood. Probably dipping further into blood to get Blood Surge. But now we're really like... Yeesh. We're gonna have to take some pretty shitty scales, man. But what are we really going to be making then? Let's assume we're not going to make any of our normal sacreds. Let's just assume for the moment. The swordsman, 11 gold, 13 resources, 9 recruitment points. So, I mean, honestly, we can probably go something like that. And then maybe... I mean, we could just take that, really. If I wanted even more of a bless, I suppose we could take, like, Heat 1. And we could take Misfortune 1. And maybe Drain 1. And then we could get even more of a big mix here. Yeah, maybe instead of that, I take Inspirational Presence. Assuming we're going to have a Sacred Commander of some kind. Priest of Frith can't do lines, so it's kind of shitty. The only one that can do it is this one. He's not sacred, so I guess that's not applicable. Their morale is not great. We do have a lot of effects that can help with that, but it might be beneficial to take morale bump. Or we could just take Strength of the Flesh. But I think we're really relying on solar weapons. So probably just another attack or something. Alright, we'll roll with that. So we're not going to get them online at the start of the game anyways. But hopefully around turn 12 or something we have the tools necessary to us. Because it's not that high. It's level 3 Conjuration, 2 Nature Gems, gets us 13 of them. Can only be cast in Forest and Cave Forest, but I'm hoping that our capital's on a forest, otherwise... Well, we probably wanted one anyways, a lab on a forest. Think? I don't know. That's only if we want the poet. Which we might want. I wish... Why are these guys not stealthy? Everything else is stealthy. But yeah, I mean, they have a good research value and they're unhindered, so... probably. Alright, Fairy Moss. I don't even remember what we're playing. Oh, we're playing 6-player. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it as is. Leave it as is. This will be a very meme game, and I'll probably get very upset with it, but it'll be funny. Okay. So we have a throne already in sight. That's good. Why don't you head north then, and we'll see what's what. And you are going to be prophetized. Wait a minute, Mikey. Well, we're going to want the regular commander, but do I want to just wait to get him, especially at the start? I kind of like just having a prophet, so it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I just tend to always prophetize the first guy. Like, I don't even... When was the last game where we didn't do that? There was one, wasn't there? There was one where I wanted maybe the level 4. I feel like we had... With Ind, I think we had to wait. That was kind of obnoxious. We didn't do well that game. But yeah, then we're just going to make... And then for the mage... hold on. For the mage... We want a reasonable price, reasonable results, but the seers can all spam that spell so good, but their research is so shit. And we still can only get one of them per turn. So I think we need something a little more impactful, so it might end up being the Trickster. Yeah, I think it is going to be the Trickster. Especially because the Trickster can summon for us, and we're going to want that, and Sight Search, so we'll get that. And then, yeah, just keep making these. We can't make many. We could just drop down to the Spearmen and have more of them. We can get about 2 of those for every one of these guys, but We'll stick with it. Honestly, we could get some Moon Warriors. Oh, yeah, we also need the officer to get these guys. The limited ones. They are a good value, I suppose, but... yeah. Alright, we're just gonna get some Moon Warriors. For research, obviously, Conjuration 3 is our main goal. We'll get that as fast as possible. And then we also want to get the Invocation of Tharn. That will never not be good. May as well go to Thaumaturgy 4 at that point. TNG Atlantis. And we have Ulm, EA Ulm, Veritos, and Julian. Oh, another chance for the AI to prove where I failed with the stupid Christmas Empire. We gotta do that again at some point. I gotta give him another shot on a not Aluin map or something. I rarely have a good game on Aluin, despite how much I love it. Alright. So yeah, I mean, we're all basically the same thing. We can all just kind of go in one clump, really. And we're all gonna set to fire closest. I guess hold and fire closest then. Gives me time to bless everyone. Okay. And we'll take on the heavy infantry, I suppose. Or maybe the lizards. Alright, we'll take on the lizards. They hit kind of hard, but we want resources. Not like there's much there, but there is our Dominion there, which is good. Okay. And, yeah, due to our drain, we didn't get much research done. Alright, well, we definitely won. Okay, javelins. Let's look at our Moon Warriors real quick with the Blood Surge active. So, 11 protection only, but 13 defense. They got the Golden Spears with solar weapons to deal extra big damage. They get Reinvigoration from Blood Surge. 17 attack total, 19 damage, not counting the blood, or the solar weapon. And yeah, I mean, pretty basic stuff. So yeah, hit for 18 damage, reduced to 7, and then an extra 3. I mean, they hit hard enough that it really doesn't benefit them much. Like, for a target that hits this hard, you're probably not going to want to take solar weapons, really. You'd be much better off with, say, magic weapons or something. But for our jackalopes that don't hit hard at all, and there's just so many of them, yes, please. It's going to be great. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, it's been like a couple hours, and I've played online like 2 different games since then, so let me try and reorient myself here with the rabbits. We just took the sinks, I remember that, yep, and we're moving here, yep, and we got, right, oh yeah, the Jackalope Bless, right. And we're still sticking with Sacreds, because they will be kind of tanky-ish. Right, we're continuing to scout, and there's not much else I can do. Because we're just trying to get Conjuration 3, yeah, okay. Take another gander at this. Yeah, and these guys are automatically glamored, which is pretty good. Got a nice solar weapon buff. Good. Actually, I love looking at the solar weapons. 2 points of fire damage, 9 points of fire damage there. Very good. 0 points of fire damage. Yeah, against high protection, it is very possible to do nothing. But that's the thing about Independence. There's so much stuff that doesn't have very high protection. And you might kill something more quickly that's low protection to get to the high protection stuff. 6 points are there. And again, we mostly got it for the jackalopes, which will just be throwing out so many of those, the fire damage hits. What is this low fucking roll we're looking at here? Anyways. I don't know. Because I was told, you know, that oftentimes you just want to take more strength rather than, like, one of these special weapon effects. But I like that it's non-incarnate. That's the big selling point for me, because I'm a very imprisoned player. What did we all lose on that? 4 more spearmen. It's getting a little tight. I don't think I'd want to risk it, so we'll move back. We got a second throne here. That's good. So that's 2 within reach. I think we probably want to start searching immediately, so we're going to have you go out. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We're getting a lot of tricksters. You're searching. Geolin's capital is right here. That's going to be obnoxious. So we want to just make sure we get a line on Monherboa, because he's definitely going to get Ironport. And we want to just keep our distance to avoid a war. Yep. Okay. Found some quicksand. It's a little harder. We did lose a Moon Warrior, but they got 22 kills, only lost 1 of them. I'll take it. I'll take it. I probably should put... Yeah, yeah, okay. I'm going to separate out the sacreds here and just put them a bit in front. Same speed, so just slightly in front. Like so. Okay, and yeah, we got to go around. That's a bit tougher of a fight. Amazon and the Pegasus Riders are pretty nasty. So I think I actually am going to stealth through there just to get the other part of my cap circle. Lizard Shamans can do Astral and Nature. Isn't that like... No. I thought there was something we wanted for Astral Nature. Oh, I think that was last game, wasn't it? Yeah, that was something with the Shaman Staff. That's right. So we could have those guys make Shaman Staffs for us. Not a bad idea considering the thing I have, but it's probably... It's Nature and Astral. And those are precious to us, so I don't think so. But, I mean, those guys are not bad. They're kind of pricey, but you can get them into a decent communion for Nature. Yep. And I think we did want these guys to make some stuff for us, right? This is Astral Earth. This is Glamour. This is Blood. Maybe I'm wrong. Frostbrand is what I was probably thinking of, but... We're a Jackalope nation. Jackalopes need no Frostbrands. Earth Astral. Where is that coming in? 20% chance on the Seers. And Priests of Inlay get it guaranteed. Yeah, and we know for a fact it's a pretty damn good item. The Invocation of Tharn for anybody that can't do Astral and Holy. Magic, you get magic resistance, you get precision, dark vision, full, and research. Yeah. So, who would we put that on that doesn't have access to the Invocation of Tharn? I have no idea, really. That's a good question. Because it's what was it under? It's Astral Holy. So anyone that doesn't have Astral, which is kind of a few of them, our priests don't get access to that. And the Tricksters. So we can equip it on all the Tricksters. And it increases their their research. Yada, yada, yada. We probably want to get that going relatively quickly, but we got a lot to research. We probably want to get a second lab going. Lot to do. I don't think I wanted to end that turn. I don't know what I was doing. We want to attack here, though. We got Stinging Nettle the Wayfarer. 1 Earth, 3 Astral, 1 Death, 2 Nature, 1 Glamour, 1 Blood, 30 Research. He's glamored up, but he's a Heretic 2. Fortune Teller 10, and he causes unrest. He's kind of a nasty little bugger that I probably want to stick where the sun don't shine. I guess let's have him go here and build a lab, and then he can sit there and research. Cause a little unrest. It's not great, but it is a lower income spot. Cave of the Pale Ones. Good. Well, not great, but okay. We had a tiny bit of friendly fire, but yeah, still the javelins, they hurt, man. They hurt. 13 piercing is certainly enough to hit me, and it's a ranged attack, so it's gonna shred the mirror images pretty quickly. And then what do we got, really? Okay, we got Conjuration 3. So now you can do this forever. But I can't do it, can I? Oh no, this is a forest. Perfect. Okay, well for now, maybe I should just have everyone do it once. Just have everyone cast it once, and then the other guy will just be doing it monthly. So we'll get our initial surge of jackalopes. Okay, good. Alright. Now you're on research. Okay. Picked up a limp. Come on. Map move -4. Shit. Okay, well, head back home. There they are. There's so many of them. It's gonna be great. With Twist Fate already enabled. Really? So that's... Wait a minute. Twist Fate's enabled. Wait a minute, Mikey. Twist Fate is incarnate only. Do they just come with Twist Fate? Did I fuck this up? Hold on. Wait, okay, stop clicking on stuff. Summons, Jackalope. They do not have Twist Fate. So, what is up with that? What the hell? Why do they have that? I mean, it's great and all, but it's definitely incarnate only. So I don't know why they got it. We still want Barkskin. That's kind of another important aspect here. But okay, I guess I won't look a gift horse in the mouth for the moment. There's another throne here, but that might be a little inaccessible. Well, I can hop over here. But it's right next to TNG's capital, so probably not. And we also need a fucking temple here. Great. Great. Alright, Fairy Moss, God of Lagos, King of Kings, Prince of Horses. Prince of Horses? We hates horses. We could get some neck beasts, but I don't want to waste nature gems on anything that aren't jackalopes. So probably not. Well, we could have him go around and site search, because goddamn. He'll find some shit, won't he? Another throne here, huh? They're all over the place, you know? I'm gonna need another commander to lead all these jackalopes. So I think we're looking at the Ephrafen officer. Let's just get 2 of them to be sure. Alright, now we know where all the thrones are. So there's one in here in Norville. One here in Bright Woods. That's next to TNG's cap. Elidor and Witch Haven. Shit. Why does there not seem to be that many? Stone Grave. We really gotta push north then if we want to have any hope here. Well, we want Sylvania's. And we want Elidor. So that's for sure. Norville might be a bit tricky. Probably a bit tricky. But the alternative then is to get... We get this one and we get this thing. We get these 2. Or, you know, some combination here of these. This is the area we want. So I gotta strike north now until we claim those connections. Alright. Jackalopes. Boom, 100 of them. 100 sacred Twist Fate Barkskin solar weapon monstrosities. It's gonna be interesting. They have a speed of 22. We're gonna have them on hold and attack rear and like all the way in the back. Then I guess I can also take along these guys. Why leave jackalopes behind? No jackalope left behind. What would we buff them with? They're animals, right? Right. Okay, that's good. Because that gives us access to pack ferocity and stuff. Yeah, so we got ferocity and pack ferocity. That's what we want to buff them with. So pack ferocity is going to require a nature gem. So we're going to need that construction for that to work. But, you know, we can see how they do without pack ferocity because it's not that impactful. Hold and fire, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get some nice double line formations here. Yeah, you know what? Well, shit. Problem is the javelins. I think we do want them all as one brick wall. Just get all the javelins out there, let it happen, make it happen, all the good stuff happening. Something like that. Yeah, we do have good morale. These guys are standard bearers. So I should put one in there for the extra morale boost, and then can I put one with the jackalopes? Yeah. Just fall behind, but hey, it's another morale. So +3 morale puts them at 14. Which is pretty nice. Well, in our home province, in our friendly dominion. So normally they'd be at 12, the way that we do things, but that's pretty good. Okay. So we are going to roll out. Yeah, bringing along mages, it's like we're already going to have bark skin on all our sacreds, so it really would just be bark skin on our normal soldiers, I guess. But we can also bring along the 2 glamour guys to despair spam, even though I don't... Well, we're about to get despair. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, we're bringing along 2 mages to despair spam. And now we can get lizard shamans once in a while. Good, good, good. Keep searching. You can keep doing this. Good, good, good. The jackalopes. Knight of the jackalopes. That's what this is going to be. Now this has the strong potential to fall completely on my face. But we just get so many jackalopes, and they're so low hit points that, like, for the HP routing, like, it seems like how could it fail, but it could very much fail because we're almost entirely hinging this. Strength probably would have been better. Let's be real clear. I took Blood Surge, right? We definitely took that. That's not in question. Right, so Blood Surge. So they will get +3 attack and damage once they actually damage something or kill something. So, but they do have to kill it. That's not a guarantee in any way. That's why the strength would have helped a lot. But once they are surged, they'll be at like 13 attack. Pack Ferocity 15 attack. I mean, that's pretty great. That's pretty great. And damage, it'll be at 10 blunt piercing with a charge, but the charge bonus is going to be great. That's going to help activate Blood Surge a lot with the solar weapon effect. But yeah, you know, taking instead just like +3 or 4 strength or something. But Blood Surge is relatively cheap. You know, for the amount of stats you just get once you kill something, it's relatively cheap. But I don't think we can understate the fact that you have to get a kill to activate it. Whereas the strength is going to be always active. And between Blood Surge and solar weapons, I could have gotten +4 strength at all times. And with the charge bonus, with 11 damage, they would have killed a lot very quickly. We'll see how it goes. Alright, just hold. Fire, keep distance, whatever. You're gonna hold. Fire, whatever. You're going to cast... Oh, that's right. Herd of rabbits. I forgot about that. I think we have enough rabbits. The Lagan Chant of Courage. Yes. Just cast that like twice, even though I think we only have to cast it once. And then Despair. Forgot about that. Okay. Oof. Should I have that on the jackalopes? Well, yeah, probably. The answer is probably. They will benefit from more morale. Alright, we'll move him to the center and we'll do it that way. Okay. We're gonna take on... honestly, Barbarians is probably the best fit. All things considered. But we'll take on a very normal fight. See how it goes. Yeah, for now, just keep getting Tricksters. They're pretty solid. And I didn't actually mean to make 2 more of you, but that's fine. Yeah, so we're leaving this behind, but it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a minute before TNC surrounds this whole thing. There's probably someone here, though. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we go, the jackalopes. Ooh, that nice Chant of Courage. Along with Sermon of Courage, but I think that's the same effect, so I don't think that stacks. Blind Blessing in effect. Our normal troops just javelining everything, and here we go. Contact. They are upset. The jackalopes are surging. Okay, so here... Yeah, so he's susceptible to fire. Because of bark skin. He's sitting on 9 protection. Which isn't amazing. Basically anything will kill him. But he does have 14 defense, so it's respectable. He's got Twist Fate. In case something does hit him, he'll just negate the first hit. And he's got 15 attack, 10 damage, plus the extra 4 armor piercing damage. And look at this. So he was repelled. Oh, no, there was a repel attempt. He failed. So then we attacked. We hit him. Charge increased the damage by 2. That's not very big. So we got a damage roll of 9 plus 6 versus his prot roll of 5 plus 11. Protection roll of 5 is interesting. I guess Militia, yeah, doesn't have much prot at all. But he rolled very well. But then the solar weapon effect, we cut his protection even further down to 2 5 points of fire damage. And that was enough to trigger Blood Surge. Really, militia are just 5 protection. Okay, how will we do against the actual heavy infantry, though? Okay, well, it's very amusing. We didn't lose a single jackalope, and they got 38 kills. Yep, I'm happy with that. I mean, this was an easy fight, sure, but it's very amusing to me, and I can't believe we didn't lose a single one. So my combination of Barkskin plus Twist Fate... probably helping out. Now, you could argue maybe that Barkskin is kind of unnecessary and it's more just about them not getting hit. But... meh. Meh. And then we're just gonna keep plucking along. I mean, the hope is that we get fucking... some more nature sites. But I could just be converting Earth to nature. Look at that. Searched everything at least once. Man, oh man. Because if I get, like, +6 nature gems per turn, I can just have 3 mages making them every single turn until the end of the game. And they will run rampant across the seas. The only problem is we don't have any other level 3 priests. But still, all I need is a doom stack of jackalopes. Enchanted Pyre. Let's watch another one. This is one against undead. So my despair is not going to do anything. But the jackalopes will do much. Look at all those numbers. Oh my god. The jackalopes. Alright, we lost 5 on that one, but they got 83 kills. That's a good trade-off considering I make how many? Like 15 or something per turn? I'll take it. Fuck! Ulm is right here. Damn it. Okay. Man, he just beeline down here. Okay, we gotta go here then. We gotta go across the bridge and up. And hope that he hasn't taken this. At the very least. And maybe we can skirt past and get this. Otherwise, things get a lot trickier here. I might be able to skirt up here. And go here. No, but Geolin's right here. There's no way he hasn't taken this. It's probably taken this. This. But we'll see. We might have a hope in Dampdale. We'll see, we'll see. Fuck. Okay. I mean, there's nothing for it. You have to hold this, though. I'm not ready to sign an NAP yet. Okay, he didn't go here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep watching this, because I want my meme to be experienced. And the enemies love rushing the jackalopes for some reasons. They just completely ignore all my troops. And Twist Fate just, like, kind of ensures that all of them survive before the enemies just get swarmed and demolished. Okay, hold on. Let me find... So there, he hit for 0. He actually had a good damage roll. It should have... Yeah, it should have done probably a few points, but he rolled well. But then, boom. And it was an armor-defeating hit. So protection reduced by another 1. So, yeah, 5 points of free fire damage there. Here, he hit him in the leg for 4 points of damage. And then another 1 point of fire. And then he hit him again right away for 3. But then here, you're gonna get rolls like this that are just 0 and 0 and 0. That'll happen. But there's just so many, and there's so many attacks. Here, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1. But I mean, there's just so many. We're getting kills. Here, 4 points plus 3. 8 points with the... That wasn't even a charge bonus. That was just an armor defeating hit. Yeah. So, this is not the best bless we could have taken. Probably. We probably should have just gone more strength. Just all in on strength. And maybe quickness. Quickness would have been funny, but I don't know how I'd really wrangle these things. They would get hit even more than they are. Like, the jackalopes are not supposed to be tanking, and yet they kind of are, because the enemies just love to run for them. So I probably should put my troops even further forward. Fuck! Numchuck! Fuck! Baratos is already here, too. We're gonna have to go to war with somebody. Probably Geolin, that fuck. He can't do anything. No, I could go this way, but... Okay, we're going that way. Oh, I can stealth. That's true. I can fucking stealth the entire army. Even the jackalopes. The entire army can stealth. That's crazy. Okay, then fuck it. Let's stealth. Because if I can just get this and this, then we're good. Then I can take a chill pill. And just sign NAPs with everyone. After construction 3, we want to get thaumaturgy 5 for pack ferocity. And then what are we really hoping to find here? What are we hoping to do? And there's some big stuff we had. Obscuring mists. Oh yeah, temp astral pearls. That's right. Fuck. Also, weren't we talking about solar eclipse? Which is something. Yeah, alteration 5. That will help a lot. Although I don't know if my jackalopes have dark vision. They do not. So they're going to suffer from that. Which maybe makes it questionable. They're also going to have -3 attack. -3 defense. Which kind of hurts them a good amount. The alternative to help with that would be to put, like, Spirit Sight on all of them. Yeah, Fey-Eyed Warriors. 3 glamour, 1 glamour gem. It's doable. I mean, it wouldn't put it on all of them. We'd have to go pretty high end for that. I don't even know if there is. I don't think there is a battlefield-wide Spirit Sight. So. Right. Yeah, Dreadhounds. That is a really good combat spell. We probably want to. Shit. We gotta... Okay, fine. Okay, and I was gonna move our troops further up. Although this feels too close. Should I stealth? Or should I just take this and work our way north? Like, we can't see this, so it's hard to say. I guess I can always stealth after... Well, we can't always stealth afterwards, but... Taking territory is probably better than not for the moment. This is questionable. Baratos just declared war. Bad. So Baratos can hit us from here. He can sail. But you can't sail across rivers. We learned that in... the Smoowitch game, I think? Yeah, I believe that was the one. So, and that's also Ulm, so we don't care. So really, the only connection he has on us is right here in Zimria, where I have my Pretender. So we're just going to do this, bump that up, and we could probably get this together soon. We'll wait. And let's send off a letter to Baratos saying, please don't fuck with me. He still hasn't taken Ironport. I don't have any interest in Ironport, though, because I don't want to war with him. So we're going to wait. Wow, he didn't take Questria. Shit. Interesting. Okay, if we get Faran, that's connection on 3 thrones total. We might then be able to use stealth to get a 4th throne. But we'll try to be nice here. Someone else claimed the Throne of Dreams. The Brazen Bull. He did attack Zimria, but we fended him off, thankfully. Good, good, good. And then we'll watch another Jackalope battle, because it's fun. Yeah, defense plus Twist Fate. And they're constantly getting experience. It's just fun. What did you take damage from? Oh, a repel. Yeah, attacker damage by repels. That's true. At least they're length 1 weapons and not length 0. Barbarian hit Jackalope for 20 points of damage. 25 due to slash damage. Negated due to Twist Fate. And that's it. That's all it takes. Like, we just avoided 1 hit. It would have obliterated us. And then we just hit him with a charge bonus for 4 points of damage and killed him. You know, when you're talking about most human-sized targets in independent armies, most of them do not have a whole lot of health. Alright. Just keep moving. Take Furon. Yeah, unfortunately we know that's there. I think we'll go ahead and sign an NAP with Ulm and with Jiulin in the assumption that the war with Baratos is not about to end. These things usually don't. Okay, so we can actually send out a second army, though. We got this, and then we got this. And we will just need some priests. Cast Blessing on all the Jackalopes. Honestly, we need priests on the... We need a lot. I think I need at least 4. Unfortunately. 2 priests to bless the Jackalopes, 2 to bless our Moon Warriors. But then we're probably going to try to take this so we have a connection on a 3rd throne. I don't know why they have to keep such a wide berth from the corner. Like, what's up with that? But I also don't think we want to go skirmish mode. Okay, the line can go off the corner. And maybe we do want a line, but they're so fast that I don't think the box matters to them as much. Something like that. Okay, and then for all the mages, we're just going to be doing... Yeah, I mean, well, they are level 2, 1? They're only level 1, yeah, so I got to cast Bless twice. As much as I'd love the Lagan Chant of Courage. Although we could do this, 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 and then that might work. And then Despair. Okay. That's what it's going to be for all of them, except for the ones that can't cast Despair, in which case they'll find something to do, don't worry. Probably the ones with Despair up front. So you are going to be back here. You're going to be back here. Something like that is fine. Should work decently well. Now, the real problem, though, is that we're fighting Pegasus Riders, in which case none of this is going to go well because we're all going to die. So for this, specifically, we're just going to move up a little bit, move back a little bit, just so we're protected, and go and go and go. I'll put a bit more into that, and go. Baratos refused. We had a battle in Faran, so we get to witness more Jackalope supremacy. I mean, I'm really shocked, though, at how little of them are dying. I mean, I knew this plan was kind of good, but damn. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. And they are getting the most kills. I mean, there are the most of them, but still, they are getting a lot of kills. So, and the fact I get so many for 2 nature gems. It borders on OP, probably, but I did pick a very specific bless specifically for them. Oh, see that? See, this didn't work out so well. Ouch. Ouch, that hurt a lot of that. I felt that in the Jackalope. We only lost 25, I suppose. But yeah, it's not nice to lose 25. They're my little buddies. Can I take a throne with this army? Yeah, possibly. I would rank it at a possible. But I think we'll head back for the moment. Well, we'll have you guys all search here. And you're going to head back to go grab more jackalopes. We're going to send another message off to Baratos. We'll send another one to all of them, because you can actually do that. Even though I think I'm not supposed to have known that they refused yet. Assuming that that's how that works. Alright, we have a stable connection currently on 3 thrones. We just need the 4th one. And honestly, I don't need to have a connection. I can stealth. So we can just move on to Witch Haven and just take it. And then set up a fort there and be done with it. So I think we're going to do that. Because, yeah, Tianchi is already all up in here. I'm going to put a bit more here to really stymie Baratos for refusing me. And then we're pretty much good to go. We can start constructing stuff. So we can make... What can I make? We're mostly interested in stuff for our mages, obviously, because I don't really have a thug unit. So I can make the Gull's Feather token, but that's not really helpful for our mages, I don't think. We can make... Yeah, a lot of nature shit. You can make stuff, though. You can make the iridescent moonstone. And we want to give this to all our tricksters to give them Invocation of Tharn for free. And precision, and dark vision, and magic. You know, it's all just good. So why don't you just monthly make this moonstone for me, and we'll be happy. Okay, Ulm and Geolin both refused, of course. That's why we sent... And we found 2 wolf oaks in 1 turn and a forest of the dead. That sounds like big nature. Alright, so now we can have a second guy just summoning jackalopes. There's no plus here, so it's always just going to be 13, but yep, get to it. Get more sacreds, another one of those, and more of those. Why don't you put 1 there and 1 there, and we'll be happy. Good. Good. I could take more mages, I suppose. Could take along a guy to spam Invocation of Tharn now. Sure, that's what you're gonna do. I know it helps your research, but that's not why we're giving it to you. Okay, Just slowly sneaking through. So sneaky. Geoland accepted. Ulm and Baratos refused again. We'll get there. Send another one to Ulm. Send another one to Baratos. We can get this secured. The game is ours. Alright, and we're going to go take our first throne. So, you are going to very specifically cast Invocation of Tharn. Many times. Because it's pretty friggin' ridiculous. And now this is going to get moved forward a bit. This can move forward a little bit. And away we... Wait a minute. We need construction 5. Because I can't make... We need fairy in a bottle. Or cornucopias. Or really both. We need both. So I gotta get construction 5 going. And I'm going for alteration 5 for solar eclipse, which... Yeah... Wait, why am I going for... Who has fire? Oh, you have fire, the priest. But you don't have astral. What was this plan exactly? What was this founded on? Why did I assume... I think because I saw fire and astral in our national summary. Moderate access to nature, earth, astral, fire, and then I saw dark vision or something. I was like, oh yeah, solar eclipse, I remember. But we don't really have access to that. We get access to the other thing, the mist. Obscuring mists. And for that, we really need construction. So just go for that. Because we need the clam of pearls, which our pretender can make. But that's construction 3, so he could make that now. He's just on a tear of searching stuff. Yeah, so once he's done here, he's just gonna keep going here, isn't he? I worry for his safety. Yeah, just head back. We got other things for you to do. Okay. Trying to see who that hit. Hit somebody. This is really you on attack rear? None of these guys are affected by anything. Oh, there he is. Penetration roll. See, we need more of that stuff. We need more shaman stabs. Oh, that's right. I didn't... fuck. Did I... I'm pretty sure I... How could I not have scripted them? Well, we lost 19 jackalopes, 13 swordsmen. But, overall, pretty good win. That is our first throne. So why don't we just have you go right ahead and grab that. And now we're going to head back to go take maybe this throne. This will be a tough one. This is the Springhawk Anunnaki one. But we do have magic damage on the jackalopes and our moon boys. This doesn't feel like enough units to do this, but how could it not be? I'm the greatest. And then we'll have it, and it'll be awesome. Should I start making some other mages? I probably should, right? Didn't we want to do something with Wailing Winds? We need to get one of these with air and 2 glamour at the very least. I think that's what we wanted. Oh, but then these guys already have air and could get 3 glamour. They are more expensive. But it's still 4 recruitment point. They're not... Okay, yeah, we're just going to go with this. This air booster is kind of tricky. I want someone to finally cast Wailing Winds, damn it. Which is, I think, like, under Evocation. It's like, isn't it Evocation 7 or something? Yeah. So, we're going to have to work on that for a long while. But someday, maybe at the end of the game. I doubt it. Based on this, the end of the game is not that far off. Ulm refused. Baratos refused. We got, oh yeah, I didn't... Why did I spoil that? Okay, well, we lost 79 jackalopes, so this is going to be hard to watch. Avert your gaze if you're sensitive to these types of materials. But considering the wyverns just instantly dropped on us, and then the javelin... Yeah, okay. That's why we lost a lot of jackalopes. Yeah, okay. They, oh boy. So this was mostly won by our actual normal sacreds who did some fucking work here. Wild. Yeah, we lost 15 of our normal sacreds. We got 176 kills. So it turns out they're just pretty good. They're just pretty good. 27 of our swordsmen. It was painful. That was a tough one. Drakes and wyverns and a lot of wizards summoning elementals and stuff, and we actually had negative fire resistance. So there's that, but we got it, and that's all that matters. All right, send another one to Baratos. Send another one to Ulm. Please, please talk to me. Just go ahead and get started making this. I gotta send someone else in to finish the job. Just give me a scout or something, please. No? Hoping just for any little scout. I'm not gonna... No, okay. Well, then we'll make one. Alright. Pokeweed. Who the fuck is Pokeweed? Okay. Alright, got 2 thrones in 1 turn. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. I mean... Also, Atlantis is here now. So we got 2 thrones. This one's going to be the hardest by far. So I think we probably should work together on that one. I have a feeling we're not going to see Wailing Winds, because I'm a long ways off from Evocation 7, man. Holy shit. This game would have to be extended a lot further than this. So, perhaps it's smarter to just bring along mages and just have them spam, like, Invocation of Tharn, for example. Anyone that doesn't cast Despair can do that, which is just like Despair but better. So we can bring along you, and you, and you, and you. And we can bring along you, and you. I guess I could bring along this new Daffodil guy. Oh, yeah, that's right, because fucking... Why didn't I go for... Like, why didn't I just go for, Giant Strength Warriors? That would have helped them quite a bit, too. It's all over the place. I went for Thaumaturgy, but then we haven't even made Cornucopias yet for Pack Ferocity, and I would have been better off just going for Earth. But I had Earth, or I had Nature and Glamour Mages. I was just thinking with that. I don't really think about these. I don't usually I always think about how can I best utilize my, like, baseline mage that I'm making 100 of. Where I probably should think, how can I best utilize the biggest fucking mage I have and the biggest battlefield-wide spells I can cast? That's probably better, because the other stuff is going to trickle in there. You know, like all the schools are pretty much going to have some use for, like, level 2 of almost any path. So here it's like, okay, well, we know we're going to want to cast Giant Strength Warriors with our big guy, or even go all the way and get, like, Steel Slice Warriors, which would be pretty good too. One of the two. But yeah, for sure, Giant Strength Warriors. So then it's like, okay, what can my 2 nature guys or my 2 glamour guys do to, you know, also take advantage of enchantment? Well, they could cast Shroud of Bewilderment on themselves. Gift of True Sight? I don't know. I guess this is a poor example. Gift of the Hair to double their combat speed. It's wild. Oh, False Fetters. False Fetters is a really strong spell for 2 glamour mages, so there's that at least. But there, you know, you're not gonna. Yeah, I would have gotten other things mixed in there because I knew I wasn't gonna get one of the big mages for a while. But yeah, I should have. Yeah. Anyways. So. Yeah, I don't know. Just move. Just move. For now, we're here. We've got this. We're holding this. We're gonna put PD on this. Quite a bit of PD just to be sure. And because I mean, he's got plenty of territory. He doesn't need to go to war with me, right? Right. So send another message to him. Send another message to him. I think I was making a scout of some kind. You can go ahead and search here. Yeah, we're making a scout. Okay, just search here for the moment. Okay, they both refused, but we got another message on the way. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Right, so I should, yeah. So I can't build a lab here, so I really need someone to relieve this guy of his units, but I guess I can take the units. There you go. Alright, you just wait here, buddy. I'll take care of this. Okay, we should then get probably a fort here, just to be certain. You can go back home. Oh, we also have all these guys. That's pretty big astral nature. Let's see, with 4 slaves, that bumps up 3 of these guys to 3 astral, 3 nature. We could throw out group regeneration. We could throw out, well, we could throw out some stuff. Aren't they? No, they're not. Okay, never mind. We can throw out, well, we can throw out a lot of ferocity. Let alone pack ferocity. Ravenous Swarm. That's against undead. Also just Soul Slain, I suppose. Or just, well, Mind Burn is 2 astral, unfortunately. So, but they could spam Mind Burn a lot, which is pretty solid. But we can do that after they do Ferocities. Okay, yeah, fuck it. You're all coming with, too. Yeah, and bring along one of these for some other mage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god, they're really refusing. What the hell? You're doing something to my Dominion here. I don't know what it is, but it's nasty. And we'll do one with Atlantis, too. Right. Oh, we were gonna do Mother Oak at some point, weren't we? That would have helped. We could get so many jackalopes, but I need Alteration 5. I need so much research. No! Fuck. Yeah, see, it's tricky, man. It's tricky, dicky. Yeah, you know. I need another fort, and I just didn't get a fort because I was so enamored with my jackalopes and trying to get throne connections. We ignored getting another fort. But now you can build a fort. I even have cheaper forts. That's the thing. I mean, you can forge some stuff. The clam pearls. Yeah, clam of pearls. That would be pretty useful. Okay, go ahead and dump earth a bit and get some more. Well, no, but we need astral pearls. Okay. And then that requires 2 astral and 1 holy, so Daffodil could do it. Okay. Go to Farron. We're gonna have, once they get there, they're gonna build a lab in Farron, and then you can just pick it up and call it a day. Oh, we got attacked in Kunal by fucking hawks. And then we attacked him in Kunal. My 7 fucking lizard. God damn it! Dude, that is a fucking diabolical move by the AI that knows where I'm moving my 7 mages this turn. That was fucking You're telling me of all the provinces that he could pick that I own to send these birds to, he happened to pick the one that only my 7 mages were moving into. Yeah, okay. That's fucking trolling to the highest degree. Now, was this a war action, do you think? I was sneaking my army through his lands? I'm not sure. Okay, it's not war. That's a relief. Well, we took over the woodlands. I didn't really want to, but we did. Fucking Kunal. Okay, we're gonna just leave you behind. We're gonna go help here. And you're gonna build a lab. Did I lose that mage? Did I lose Daffodil? No, he just didn't leave yet. Okay, well, you got time. Okay. Do the usual stuff here. Blah, 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 blah. We're just fighting some barbarians. It's all good. Okay, you built the fort there. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. I'm gonna make another one, and we're gonna send Celandine over as well. And actually, I gotta PD up this entire thing. Shit, I got no money. Okay, that's already PD'd there. Okay. Fucking Baratos. Violation my ass! He violated me! Here, now! I've been violated. Fuck. What an asshat. They all accept simultaneously. What the hell is going on? They're always just trolling me. Found a mud field, crystal garden, blah, blah, blah. Perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Okay. We can just stealth there. Just patrol. Just keep on patrol. Actually, go ahead and preach if you can. Okay, and we're getting there. We could get cornucopias now. And fairy in a bottle. Do need a lot of nature gems, but we have things to convert into those things. Cornucopia would get us pack ferocity, and we lost all our shamans that we were going to use for ferocity, so it's probably a good idea. So, alright, we're going to cast... we're going to dump all these air and fire gems into nature. We're going to get 2 cornucopias here. We need nature 3. Okay, you're going to do this. You're now going to cast this because it doesn't matter about level. Okay. Probably could be making other things, I suppose. Things on things. You can now make a lot of stuff with your things. Temporary air gems I could get. That might help the guys I sent in there. 15 air gems. Surely we can... What am I going to do with air? Well, I mean, like... Again, in hindsight, had I really thought about it, we could have gotten all the way up to, like, Fog Warriors on the Jackalopes, which would have been pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. Especially with their bark skin. It would have been pretty... We would have almost never lost one, basically. Or if you can actually get Army of Mist, which I think we would need the air booster for that. To get... I don't even know if... Do I have air 3? Yeah. Fuck it. We don't need anything. Fuck it. Ulm has declared war on me. That is now a ticking time bomb, unfortunately. So we gotta go. Well, they're still coming in. Fuck. Please hurry. But remember, all we care about is, are the thrones. It's all about the Game of Thrones. So, We should be making units here just to hold the fort. That's based on strength for siege defense, unless they have a siege bonus. No, not that I can tell. These guys get a castle defense bonus of 5, which is kind of nice. If I want to throw... you know, I could just make 2 of these every turn and just have them sit here. It's a little expensive, but we got money. And then these guys all have 10 strength, 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 8. Probably just go for like... Although, it's not just based on strength, is it? 0.3 for both of them. 0.6 for these guys. I wonder if size... But they're all size 3, so I don't know how it all gets calculated. There's probably some formula. These are 0.5, 0.4, 0.4. But the thing is, I can get a lot more of these. Yeah, I mean, we can just get loads of those. This, I really don't think is under any threat from TNG, who seems to be pretty chill about stuff. Go... Probably not. Alright, so we're gonna give you a cornucopia. And I'm gonna give you a cornucopia. And then... I don't know. I feel like this might just be better than Despair Spam, but I'm not sure. Oh, I guess... Fuck, I mean, can't any of my... Can't these guys do this? Just get a free spell cast? That seems pretty good. I'll do it that way. Okay, yeah, okay. Pokey weed. You're gonna take this, and you're gonna take this. Yeah, they do have 3 air, so with an air booster and then upcasting, they could have done Army of Mist or whatever. It's pretty great. Okay, and now we're gonna go here and script this monstrosity. So the 2 things that we want, for sure... We don't need any blessings, so that's off the script, because we have divine blessing from our priest. So that's all good. So the guys with cornucopias, you're going to specifically cast Pack Ferocity twice. It says you can't do it, but I think you can. Okay, so that and that, and you guys are already back there. We got all our jackalopes. Maybe I should separate them. Why can you not go any closer to the top of the screen? This is ridiculous. For whatever reason, they can't. Alright, so then maybe we do this and this. Pack Ferocity twice, assuming they can do it. He can... Oh, because he has to upcast for Pack Ferocity? Oh, well, we need to give that... Whoops. That needs to go to... No, not that. This needs to go to someone with 3. Elderwood. Okay, Elderwood. You're here. You're gonna be here. And you can give this to whoever that was. Lily. And then you are just doing, I don't know, cast stuff. Okay. I think most of these guys are just going to be casting stuff, and it's going to default to Tharn. The Daffodil, you're going to cast Obscuring Miss. And then I guess you could cast... No? Was it 1? Is this 1? It's 2. Okay, I'm not sure why. Who's to say why I can't? I'll script it, but then I don't really care what you do. And the other guy, most of these are just going to be on spells. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're going to specifically be spamming this if you have it. Yes, just specifically spam that if you have it. You don't need any blessings. Well, we probably do want some casting that other thing, but they will cast it because they're not going to be within range at the start. So they'll cast it, trust me. Okay, and then you are going to cast Ausla of Inla, because we'll just see what it does. And then after that, I don't really care. Probably Invocation of Tharn. Okay, it's a lot of Invocation of Tharn. I find it... I think it's a pretty damn good spell. I just think it's neat. That's all. Oh, you're also on Invocation of Tharn. And then you're in the back and you got that. Okay, good. We have a lot of shit. I think we have a lot of shit. It's all scheduled, it's all scripted. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do this every turn for those guys, but okay. Current fort siege defense 46. Okay. Get there. And away we go. There's Obscuring Miss. Now the invocations are really going to start spamming. Oh, the throws. Oh, look at that. These guys just coming out of the mist. That's so cool. And the Ausla or whatever. And the jackalopes just sweeping across like an endless horde. Very good, very good. Obscuring Miss, which doesn't really do anything against barbarians, because they don't have any ranged attacks. Okay. What was the damage there? 10 jackalopes, 1 Ausla swordsman. Jackalopes got 136 kills. Thing of beauty. Yeah, I mean, our mages didn't get any kills, because they're all spamming this fear effects. And it's hard to say how many barbarians we actually... Well, let me go back in. Let's see exactly when the barbarians routed. Or if we see any rout kind of first. There's some routed immediately. There they all routed. So I do think it's sort of saved us from a lengthier battle. All that despair spamming. That's worth its weight in gold. Alright. Third throne. You will claim. Rest of you will search. And then just dump PD on this. And we're about to end the war, or start the war with Ulm. He's going to take a couple things from us. It's EA Ulm, so he's not unstoppable on his infantry, but he's got pretty good infantry. There's only so much I can do here. Okay. Well, he didn't attack immediately, and that gives us some hope. We're gonna have to keep dumping PD in here, but I can just now stealth over to Elidor and hopefully not lose any other troops. Man, oh man, we got a lot. We got a lot here. Okay, holy shit. Let's stop recruiting. So we'll want the money for PD. Ah, there's the battle. But we defeated him in Witch Haven. We lost the Woodlands. I didn't put any PD. And I didn't care about. Oh, I built these shitty ones. Why did I do that? Oh, fuck. Oh, but our Pretender can hold 165. Okay, he's gonna just carry all these. We're gonna take all these and get to here. Okay, we may have to wait it. Well, no, this will work out. This will work out. Yeah, honestly, dude, I don't really care anymore. Thank you. You've served your purpose now. $189 rounds. We attacked something in Hamane? Oh, what? What? Did I click attack? I thought I clicked hide and wait. Okay, that was not the 189 rounds. What the fuck was that battle? Must have been a throne of some kind, or someone just suffered bigly. Oh my god, Baratos just lost almost half his army. He lost half his army in one battle. Holy shit, those are the turns where you just kind of give up and you just start fresh. Because that's monstrous. Alright, we gotta just hide here and wait. So we're hiding and waiting. I don't think Ulm has the troops. What the fuck? I don't think he has the troops in position to move on us. Right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't stop it. All right. I know they're not doing nothing. They're probably gonna get spotted. They didn't get spotted. Good. Rabbits are stealthy. Okay. So now we're gonna move in here. We're moving in here, and just need to script a few more things. I don't know if we didn't really see how much pack ferocity helped. I will assume that it did. Pretty much our jackalopes are just going to get caught, but we're hoping these kind of fold in. All right. I mean, that's all we can do. Will I win? Well, it's Springhawks, so I probably should move this entire line up a bit. Just like to there. And I could script my big guy, but I didn't give him a single gem or item, so he's just gonna cast spells and he'll find something cool to do. Fuck it. We win or we lose, right? Let's find out. Let's find out which one it is. Mostly we're concerned about the Springhawks. The actual troops I'm never that concerned about. But we do have... Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're all on hold. They're all on hold, and then we're turning around. This is the problem with the Springhawks. Thankfully, we have that fire damage. Okay, we really fucking ran them over there. Holy shit. Didn't stand a chance. We lost 2 of our captains. 122 jackalopes, but they got 274 kills. My god. Other than that, completely negligible losses. Oh, we lost a trickster too, but yeah. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. And just in time for my god to claim the final throne. right. Well, again, I mean, this is just such a perfect example of why I love Dominions. So many options available to you, so many unique games. And I just love like finding this nation, looking it over, looking at every, all its units, all the spells, and just being like, oh my god, look how cute this fucking jackalope is, and it just happens to be sacred. And you just come up with a very fun, unique bless specifically suited for them. I mean, it wasn't bad for our other sacreds or anything. Like, Twist Fate is good for literally almost any unit. Any sacred unit, except for maybe like a really beefy one that's guaranteed to get hit anyways and is meant to just take a lot of hits. Like, okay, it's not going to be good for that. But for a lot of sacreds, like ones that we would normally put like the Working Man's Bless on, it's pretty nice. But yeah, for the jackalopes, pretty obscene. And then, yeah, perhaps strength would have been better in the long run. But keep in mind, strength would not have helped them kill those Springhawks at all. Like, at all. And none of my... Oh, these guys do have a spear that's magical, but the javelins they're throwing are not. But I'm pretty sure the javelins do get the solar weapon effect. But yeah, it's just fun. It's just too damn fun, man. So, yeah, jackalope meme worked out. We won. Now, we were fortunate and we were able to avoid basically any major war of any kind. But I will say the entire army being stealth is pretty crazy. Because normally you have to kind of be like, okay, I can do stealth army stuff. I might have some units that are stealth, some commanders are stealth, and you can do stealth raiding parties. But to have literally every single thing, every mage, every unit, everything be stealth is pretty good. I think that's the case for, like, the elf nations, though. Like Pangea? If we look at Pangea, yeah, they're all stealth. So that's a very elf trait. Well, not all. The Minotaurs are not stealth, so not everything they have, but most of their stuff is stealth. So I've really never played an elf nation like that or done any of this. And, of course, I would gravitate towards making the badass Minotaurs, and then if one unit isn't stealth, you can't stealth the army. But, yeah, that is pretty potent, and allows you to just sneak past enemy line, your entire armies, to just, like, take key objectives or cut them off from, for retreat purposes. You can do all sorts of stuff. That's pretty nasty. I know they call that elfing. But, yeah, that's a fun nation. And I wouldn't say it's unbalanced. I'm pretty sure those jackalopes would be very easily defeated by any player effort if they thought about it. Because we really just had like the one free hit, but we were just so fast and I had so many of them. You'd really need like... I don't know what you'd need exactly. Because they're a small target, too, which makes them tricky for archers. They're damn small. They're damn fast. They're just like... They're fucking tyrannids in the form of rabbits. It's great. I really like that nation. I had a lot of fun. So, good stuff, Buinla. And again, you can play that nation completely differently. I could have gone for, like, just the normal troops more... I could have done stuff with, like, the nets. I could have gotten the hounds, the dread hounds or whatever. I mean, you can do all sorts of stuff. It probably leans towards overpowered. Like, Invocation of Tharn seemed kind of OP, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. And probably you shouldn't get that many sacreds. With the jackalopes, you probably shouldn't get that many for 2 nature gems. That's a little OP. Like, I think 4 might be a bit more balanced as far as gem cost. Or 5 even. But I guess, like, if they didn't have Twist Fate or they didn't have Barkskin, I just put a Working Man Bless because I was planning on using my normal sacreds. Like, those jackalopes would have been pretty god-awful with just like attack and defense bonuses and stuff. Like having 2 protection and like 2 hit points, they would have died in droves, and it would just be kind of a waste of time and effort. But yes, picking the specific blast for them made them quite nice. And I am always on the lookout for sacred summons like that, and if you can, especially if you can get quite a lot of them, because specific blasts for them can be very powerful. But all right, that was good. My name is Mangg. You're watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.